Hello student. So now today we are going to identify ammonium salt, and ammonium salt means we have two different ammonium salts. One is ammonium sulfate and another is ammonium acetate. So how can we detect acetate ion, sulfate ion and ammonium ion, right? So first we start from this ammonium salt. Ammonium acetate is here. And now you see that first we take this ammonium salt. Now this salt is, I just show the physical state of this salt. So you see that this salt is crystalline in nature. It is crystalline in nature, white in color, and in CBSE syllabus all the salts are water soluble. And this is ammonium acetate, and it has a peculiar odor also, right? So this is its physical state. Now the very first test is, you see that in board I write here that first test is salt plus dilute H2SO4. So now I am going to take this test only. So you see that in test tube we use this salt ammonium acetate. Now I add in it dilute H2SO4. So when we add this dilute H2SO4, a vinegar odor comes out. Vinegar odor means sirka type odor. So a vinegar odor comes out. So this shows that dilute group is present and acetate may be, right? Now our second test is, we take some amount of oxalic, some amount of this salt, acetate salt, then add some amount of oxalic acid. This is oxalic acid. So I used to take some amount of oxalic acid, a very little amount, and then rub this in your palm, at your palm. So when we rub this salt plus oxalic acid, again vinegar odor comes out. So why this vinegar odor comes out? Because acetic acid is formed, right? Now after these two tests, again I use this is same salt, this salt, and the third important one is, now here you see that we take salt solution. Salt solution means salt plus a little of water, and then add ferric chloride. We have wine red coloration. So now we start. This is our salt. Now we take some amount of water in it. So this is water. This is called salt solution. Now in salt solution, add some amount of ferric chloride solution. So here you see this is after adding ferric chloride, a wine red or blood red color it comes out. This color is ferric acetate solution color. Here you see that when we add ferric chloride in acetate ion, then a blood red coloration of ferric acetate appears. So this is wine red or blood red. So this is the confirmatory test for acetate. Is it clear? Now we take second salt. But before second salt, in the same salt, ammonium cation is also present. Cation, ammonium is present. So now test for ammonium. So in case of ammonium salt, again we use some amount of this salt, then add NaOH in it. Now we add NaOH in it. So after adding NaOH, again we check the odor. So odor of ammonia comes out. So it confirms the presence of zero group and ammonium may be. So if no strong odor comes out, then heat the solution again you see that a very strong odor of ammonium comes out. A very strong odor of ammonia comes out, right? So this is our first test. Now place your thumb. Now take a glass rod dipped in concentrated HCl. So we take this glass rod dipped in concentrated HCl and place at the mouth of this test tube. So here you see that dense white fumes comes out. So dense white fumes, because ammonia combines with this concentrated HCl. So when this ammonia combines with concentrated HCl, it forms NH4Cl. So formation of this NH4Cl shows dense white fumes in this test tube, right? So this is the confirmatory test for ammonia. Ammonium salt, NH4 positive, ammonium salt, ammonium cation, right? Now one more test, confirmatory test is also here. When we say that this released ammonia combines with Naessler's reagent, and Naessler's reagent turned into brown color due to the formation of Mahlund's base. So this is another confirmatory test for ammonia. So I just show it. Again we take same salt, ammonium salt. Now in this ammonium salt, when we add again NaOH, so some amount of NaOH is again added. Again ammonical odor comes out. Means ammonia gas is released, and when we place a glass rod dipped in, Naessler's reagent, or better we put some drops of Naessler's reagent in it, or either we place a filter paper. So here you see that ammonia reacts with this Naessler's reagent, and then we have this reddish brown precipitate. So reddish brown precipitate is formed because of the formation of Mahlund's base. So this is again a confirmatory test for ammonium. Now another salt which contains ammonium and sulfate ion. So when we test this sulfate ion, so for sulfate ion, you know that we have three different categories in anions. First is dilute sulfuric acid group, in which 5 anions are present: carbonate, acetate, then nitrite, then sulfide and sulfite. So when we add some amount of salt with dilute H2SO4, then no change occurs. It means a dilute group absent, right? Then another test is with concentrated H2SO4. So now when we take some amount of salt and add some amount of concentrated H2SO4 in it, again you see that there is no change. So it means concentrated group is also absent, and in concentrated group we have chloride, bromide, iodide, oxalate and nitrate. So all these are absent. Now what happens? Now we take this salt and add dilute HCl. Then we add dilute HCl and BaCl2. So now we add dilute HCl. As this is concentrated one, so first we add some amount of water to make it dilute HCl. So this is our dilute HCl. Then add some amount of barium chloride in it. So now we add barium chloride in it. So here you see a white precipitate of barium sulfate, which is insoluble in any acid. So this is barium sulfate's white PPT, which confirms the presence of sulfate ion, SO4 2 negative ion, And now when we add some amount of nitric acid in it, concentrated nitric acid or concentrated HCl. So when we add either of it, here you see that when we add this concentrated nitric acid, no change occurs. It shows that barium sulfate is insoluble in any acid. So this is all about your two different salts, ammonium salt and ammonium acetate. So here this is the reactions, or these are the tests which we perform for acetate: salt plus dilute H2SO4, vinegar odor, then salt plus oxalic acid, rub on the palm, and third one is salt solution plus ferric chloride. Wine red color of ferric acetate appears. Then for sulfate, first we test salt plus dilute H2SO4, no change, dilute group absent. Then salt plus concentrated H2SO4, no change, concentrated group absent. Then salt plus dilute HCl plus BaCl2, a white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed, which is insoluble in any acid like concentrated HNO3 or in concentrated HCl. Then for ammonium test, first we take salt, add some amount of NaOH. If necessary, then heat it. Ammonical odor comes out, which confirms the presence of zero group and ammonium maybe. Then immediately place a glass rod dipped in concentrated HCl on the mouth of test tube. A dense white fumes of NH4Cl comes out, which confirms the presence of NH4 positive. Then another test is when we add some amount of Nessler's reagent in the same test tube, when ammonia gas is released, then this released ammonia combines with Nessler's reagent to form Millen's base. The color of Millen's base is reddish brown. So this is all about your ammonium salts.